Hey guys, Bushcraft 412 here. Refilming my video on the Byrd Cara Cara folding knife. I did this video, it was actually one of the first videos I ever did. And I filmed it on my cell phone and I really didn't know much about knives at the time. So it's time to refilm this and give this knife a proper review. Film properly and all that. So with that said, let's talk about this knife. First of all, it's a Byrd, which is a Chinese company that manufactures, I believe, for Spyderco. They may be standalone, but I know they're affiliated with Spyderco. It has an 8.5 inch length when open, a 4.75 inch length when closed. It is a 3.75 inch blade with a 3.2 inch cutting edge. And the weight is 5.6 ounces. With, I believe, a handle material is Zytel, if I remember correctly. The blade steel on this is 8CR13 MOV, which is a fairly decent Chinese steel. It's fairly well known for being a great value steel. It holds a really good edge. It's not a great steel, but it's a really good budget steel, probably one of the best budget steels on the market. This knife in particular, as you notice, has the Byrd hole, which is very similar to the Spyder hole. They are, of course, related companies. This particular model I like a lot. Number one, let's zoom out and take a look at this whole shebang here. We have a very nice handle on this with very good texturing on it. And just like the Spydercos, you have the ability to move the pocket clip to any of the four corners. And I, of course, have it set for tip up left-handed carry. So I do have that set up. There is a lanyard hole at the back. You can see it is a lock back design. It is not a liner lock or a frame lock. So it's a little tougher to clean if you get that dirty in there because it's not a see-through, but that's one of my only complaints. The ergonomics of this knife are phenomenal. What you have is you have a nice little finger choil here. Some nice jimping on the back of the blade, which allows you to choke up very well on the blade. I really like being able to do fine work with it in this configuration. You can also carry it, many different ways. It's very ergonomic in the hand, long enough where if you do have big hands, I don't have big hands, I probably have kind of a medium-sized hand, that it's not too small for you. It has nice flat scales, so it hides in the pocket very well, which is really good. If you're carrying this for EDC, this knife's hardly noticeable. It rides very deep in the pocket. The pocket clip is strong and long enough where it rides deep within your pocket with no problems. I've carried this a lot in the past, probably year and a half, 2 years I've had this knife. Let's talk about the edge, because it is a little bit unusual. This particular one here has partial serrations, but you can get them with just a normal straight edge. They also make rescue versions that are fully serrated. You have that interesting design on the blade, which is kind of like the Byrd head design, almost like a sheep's foot, but a little bit upswept. Really neat design. See that logo there. Now the neat part about the blade is that it's chisel ground. So you can see there's no bevel on this edge here. No bevel. This edge has a bevel, so we have a chisel grind, which makes this thing very easy to sharpen. Makes it very easy to care for. It is a very strong edge. It actually holds a terrific edge. The steel is pretty good as is. But on top of that, having that chisel grind, I think this really outperforms the Spyderco Tenacious in my opinion. And the Spyderco